Between the next-gen consoles debuting in a few short weeks and the NVIDIA 30 line of graphics cards just starting to roll out, we've been seeing in-game visuals pushed farther than ever before. But what if you're impatient? Well, you're in luck. If you've got the hardware to run it and don't mind a 4-digit electricity bill, you can brute force existing games into looking just as mind-blowing as anything next-gen has to offer. Links in the description below if you want to see just how hard you can push your PC, or if you're looking for a space heater. Without further ado, extinguisher in hand, here's 7 of the most graphically impressive mods around. It's hard to talk about Watch Dogs without talking about its reputation. The first game was poised to be the next-gen experience, only to release with a slew of aggressive visual downgrades. Thanks to modders, we can now experience not only what was initially promised, but even more. Moody, rainy scenes with soft, diffuse reflections give a great sense of atmosphere, and Aiden's soggy jacket is weirdly mesmerizing. The combination of more nuanced lighting and ray-traced reflections help elevate the already solid rendition of Chicago to even greater heights. Lovely details like drifting smoke from manhole covers, leaves tumbling in the wind, and garbage bouncing across the street were already in the original game, and combined with the mod's visual improvements, help instill Chicago with an even greater sense of place. The end result is a visual package that could easily give the upcoming Watch Dogs Legion a run for its money.
Wow.
In all seriousness, this game still holds up surprisingly well for an early generation game. It was one of the first games I'd seen at that point to use physically based rendering, which essentially means that different materials react differently to light, absorbing or reflecting it more accurately than was previously possible. Nice stuff, but it can be pushed even further. Courtesy of Digital Dreams, we've got a mod that gives the game a richer, more vibrant facelift. The base game's already impressive world detail and density are brought to the forefront thanks to reshade, gorgeous ray tracing, and a cinematic depth of field implementation. It's more of an evolution than a revolution, accentuating the original world's strengths instead of trying to introduce entirely new ones, and the results are a 6-year-old game that looks like a next-gen showcase. Pretty nuts, right? Courtesy of Basil Doom HD, this is Counter-Strike with not only improved visuals, but entirely unique animations, skins, and even weapons. As great as it all looks, I can't confirm that it'll actually work for you in-game, unfortunately. I've heard that it shouldn't be a problem, but when I tried, Valve's anti-cheat swooped in like a starving vulture and denied me my fun. I'm not salty about it. Really, I'm not. You can tell because I said I wasn't, which is a totally normal thing to do completely unprompted. Friggin' anti-cheat bloodheads. I can see this mod being a bit more divisive than some of the others. Don't get me wrong, it's clear a lot of work went into it, but it introduces some pretty drastic changes that seem kinda love it or hate it. With that in mind, do you love it or do you hate it? And have you had better luck than I have getting the thing to actually run? Let me know. Man, what a game! Probably in the running for the top 5 of the entire generation. Came with my GTX 970 5 years back, and even now, it can be downright stunning. 5 years is an absolute eternity in gamer time though. We age like dogs, I guess. So for as great as it looks, a little helping hand couldn't hurt. This mod isn't as drastic as some of the others we've looked at, but there wasn't much of a need to fix what wasn't broken. Instead of a massive overhaul, it's more a subtle refinement, helping the original game's incredible world design and environments shine that much brighter. The biggest changes look to be to lighting and shadows, imbuing the world with a finer sense of subtle detail. This is only making the wait for Cyberpunk that much harder. Man, this game will never die. GTA games have long been popular targets for mods, and it's easy to see why. The insane detail, sprawling cities, and sheer popularity make for an ideal modding playground. Some of the first and most impressive visual overhaul mods I ever saw were for Grand Theft Auto 4, so it's no surprise that Grand Theft Auto 5 has its fair share to choose from. The biggest change is the abundance of ray-traced reflections in things like cars and puddles, and they look fantastic. Ray tracing is an extremely expensive technique, pushing even the beefiest of hardware pretty hard. It's impressive to see just how much of it is on display here, and how crisp and high resolution the reflections are. This kind of thing can't be easy to pull off, so maybe have your computer fill out its will before giving it a shot. It's not a coincidence that we've got a lot of open world games to talk about today. They're some of the best at cramming their worlds with detail and making them feel like fully fleshed out places. Fallout 4 is no exception, but unlike games like The Witcher 3 and Grand Theft Auto 5, its world can feel a little bit lifeless. That's on purpose, of course, but what if we dialed up the color just a smidge? The mods we're looking at don't overdo it, just adding that wee extra bit of variation to break up the dreariness. If you like your wastelands especially dead and deteriorating, then maybe this will be more your speed. Better shadows, improved reflections, and a tone much more in keeping with the original game might make this your preferred way of playing. Which would you pick? Let us know in the comments. This looks less like a Minecraft mod and more like a mod for real life. Some godly being just making existence Minecraft. Forever. Existential nightmares aside, Holy crap, just look at this! The incredible textures, fantastic shaders, that all-important ray tracing, and a computer that probably costs more than some countries gives you not just some of the best Minecraft visuals that I've ever seen, but just some of the best visuals, period. And they're in Minecraft. Minecraft! That looks like a Windows 95 game on medium settings. Poor thing went from getting picked on in school for its blocky graphics to being one of the most impressive games on the market. Real ugly duckling becomes a swan sort of thing. Couldn't be more proud. I swear that the only thing giving away that it's even still Minecraft is the blocky design. So let's soften it up a bit. Seriously, this might look even better. How? How did they make a concrete room with a single ladder so friggin' beautiful? The global illumination giving everything near the orange wall a warm glow from the bounced light is some of the best I think I've ever seen. And that fire, it looks straight up real, and smells real, and is making me really hot, and my computer is on fire. I should do something about that. Modders do what Nintendo don't, or anyone don't. They take games, in lots of cases ones that are already breathtakingly beautiful, and push them in wild, exciting, and visually spectacular new directions. They can give an aging game a new lease on life, change an entire game's atmosphere, or bring bleeding edge tech into older titles. Mods, and the modders that make them, have proven time and time again that they can be just as capable as anyone working in a studio. We've long enjoyed the fruits of their labor, and for that, we salute them. Mod on, modders. Mod on. And there we go. 7 graphical mods promised, 7 graphical mods delivered. You're welcome. Which ones were your favorite? Did we miss out on any that you guys particularly liked? What would you like to see us cover next? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. We do read them, and real quick, thanks. You guys have been incredibly supportive of Lucas and I just want to let you know that it really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more, liking, subscribing, and ringing the bell do help us out a ton, and they let us know that we're making the kind of stuff that you want to watch. Till next time, I'm Joey Nasser, this is The Cutting Edge, and I'll catch you later.